The famous poet and thinker Maya Angelou stated that there is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Hello, RFA Voices of Change, and welcome to the Jackson Location presentation on narrative analysis. Narrative analysis is a qualitative research method used to explore how participants make meaning of their personal experiences through storytelling. This approach involves a dual layer of interpretation. First, participants interpret their lives through the stories they tell. Then, researchers analyze how those stories are constructed and what they reveal. Narratives can emerge from various sources: journals, letters, conversations, autobiographies, transcripts of in-depth interviews, focus groups, and other forms of qualitative data. While humans naturally interpret their lives through story, certain data collection methods are more effective at capturing these personal narratives. Semi-structured interviews, for example, allow participants the freedom to digress and share rich, detailed accounts of their lived experiences. In contrast, highly structured interviews or surveys tend to constrain this process and are less likely to yield narrative data. Like many qualitative methods, narrative analysis involves distilling complex data into more abstract insights. However, while other methods often reduce data to core themes, narrative analysis aims to identify core narratives, generalized storylines that emerge across participants' accounts. These core narratives are rooted in the data, but should not be seen as capturing every individual experience. Outliers and contradictions are expected and important. Recognizing and making space for such complexity is essential to ethical and rigorous qualitative research. Because narrative analysis deals with layered meaning-making, researchers must go beyond surface-level interpretation. Narrative interviews are not simply factual accounts of participants' lives. They are constructed stories shaped by memory, identity, and context. Therefore, researchers must interpret how these stories are told, not just what is said. This requires detailed, verbatim transcripts that include pauses, filler words, and even seemingly insignificant utterances like, all of which can offer insight into the narrative process. Thank you for listening to our presentation. If you have any questions, you may ask now.